Hi, Matt here from RetroOnly.com. Today we will be talking about whether PlayStation reports are anonymous. Before we get to that, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Have you ever been playing against someone online and you're pretty sure they were cheating? Maybe it was even one of your friends. You probably thought about reporting them, but did not want them to know you were the one that reported them. That is what this video is all about. So, are PlayStation reports really anonymous? Although PlayStation knows who the report comes from and who is being reported, they do not let the person know who or what account reported them. This means that every PlayStation report is anonymous. If you want to know more about the reports that PlayStation receives and how to use them, you will definitely want to keep watching the remainder of this video. So first, what is PlayStation reporting? Reporting is a feature of PlayStation in which you can let PlayStation know if you feel the player is cheating, or if you think it is a fake account, or they did something wrong. This is a good thing in online gaming because many anonymous profiles can be very annoying, and some of them are just plainly spammers. Reporting the person to PlayStation will cause PlayStation's support team to take a look at the account and see if anything wrong has been done. PlayStation reports are entirely anonymous. The person who you reported to PlayStation will not know who it was that reported him or her. But if you were messaging them and said you were going to report them, then they might be able to figure it out. They will also not be able to find the exact reason for which they got reported. They may get an email or a message that their profile is banned because of inappropriate use, but that is normally the extent of it. The person's account will get blocked, and he or she will not be able to sign in to the same account temporarily or permanently, depending on the severity of the violation. Reporting helps solve the problem without getting in a harsh fight. Since online gaming includes tons of different people, answering and responding to a lot of arguments is not the right idea. Therefore, anonymous reports are really the best answer. But why is PlayStation reporting essential? Reports are essential because you can block someone who has broken some code of conduct, online playing rules, or is rude, and his or her behavior is inappropriate, but that doesn't fix anything in the future. When you report the player and PlayStation takes action against them, it will either temporarily or permanently remove the person from the platform, and will hopefully cause them to change their ways. When you report a person, their account may get suspended, or nothing may happen at all, depending on whether PlayStation can prove something wrong was done or not. Sometimes PlayStation will not do anything immediately, but repeated reports will cause the account to be suspended or banned. You will be notified that the account report has been processed, but you will not get a message if the profile has been suspended or exactly what action has been taken. You can watch the profile to see if it is banned, but you will never hear anything official from PlayStation. Why are the PlayStation reports anonymous? If PlayStation reports were not anonymous, then it would be possible for the person you reported to report you back, or try to take retribution in another way. Especially if the person received a permanent ban, then they might want to come after you and escalate it even off the platform. If that were to happen, you would not be able to get rid of the person that you wanted to, and reporting someone would actually make the situation worse. But since reporting is anonymous, then you don't have to worry about any of that. But why is reporting important? It is an essential feature because of the things that it covers. If you are peacefully enjoying a game but suddenly you get a message from a person who is sending you inappropriate content, there should be some tools to handle this situation. And reporting certainly helps in this regard. Instead of replying and engaging with the other person, you can go to his or her profile and report them. At this point, a PlayStation representative will handle the entire situation and make sure you cannot be bothered again by the same person. If you do report someone and they get banned, even though they may be able to guess about who it was, they will not know, and they will not have any way of accessing your account and reporting you or messaging you again. So now the important thing, how do you report someone? If you are facing some trouble and want to block or report someone, then you can do it quite quickly. All you need to do is to follow these steps. You can also read the official steps mentioned on the PlayStation website as well. There are many kinds of reporting provided by PlayStation. You can report messages as well as the complete profile that someone has. And there are multiple features that can help you get to the desired report. The entire profile, account, and even console of the player will depend upon your reporting actions. This is why you need to be responsible enough to report only major issues, and not just because someone beat you in a game. For small disputes and quarrels, you can ignore or mute a profile. To report someone, you just have to go to his or her profile and select the option button. Here, you can see the name, image, and other options. After selecting the report button, you then have to provide a reason from the list. Choosing the appropriate one helps PlayStation support find out the exact reason for the report. Depending upon what you report, will determine exactly what action is taken. This is why it is very important to report the exact thing that they were doing wrong. If the person is chatting and sending you inappropriate messages, when you are on the messages screen, you will simply go to Options and choose Report. From there, you will choose the message you wish to report to PlayStation from the other user. Then you will select exactly why you were reporting the message. But what happens if you get reported? If you get reported, there is nothing to worry about unless you actually did something wrong. Since each report is looked at by PlayStation staff, then just being reported won't do anything to you or your account. If you did something wrong, however, your account can get suspended or may be permanently banned, depending on the severity of your actions. If your account is banned or suspended, then you will receive an email explaining it and whether it is temporary or permanent. If you get a temporary suspension, you will often get the account back after just a couple of days. However, for a permanent suspension, you will not be able to access the account ever again. You can contact PlayStation support to explain the issue, but once a permanent ban has been issued, PlayStation will rarely lift it. False reporting. Although the reporting feature is essential and a must-have, it does often lead to inaccurate reporting. There are many cases where someone will report you for simply beating them in a game when you did nothing wrong. This kind of situation makes these sort of things very complicated. On the one hand, it's an important feature, but on the other, it can lead to deletion and blockage of someone who did nothing wrong if the support staff gets it wrong. Although PlayStation says they check the content of the message before suspending someone, sometimes the person who checks the messages or actions might get it wrong. PlayStation says they are constantly working on upgrading their system to ensure that the suspended accounts truly do need to be suspended. If your account has been banned and you really didn't do anything, you can always contact Sony to plead your case. They will then give it a manual review, and if an error was made, they can correct it. However, just because you don't feel like your actions were that bad, doesn't mean that the ban or suspension will be lifted. Conclusion. Now that you know that PlayStation reports are anonymous, you can go ahead and report someone who has been sending you messages, and you don't have to worry about them finding out who it was that reported them. You should now also know the two proper ways to report someone. If you received a message from a person that is inappropriate, you will want to report the message instead of their entire profile, so the message is shown in the report to Sony. Now that you know all about reporting, you can go ahead and play online and not worry about cheaters or people messaging you inappropriate things anymore, as you now know what to do if or when this happens. This has been Matt from RetroOnly.com. Please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.